Hello everyone, I'm back with another vellum idea. Today I am using the Spotlight of Nature stamp set and dies. So if you want to see what I do with vellum today, stick around. From the Spotlight on Vellum, I am using this image. I am using the Spotlight on Nature dies, which go along with it, and I've cut out this image. All right. I have a fresh freesia marker and a shaded spruce marker. I have a piece of vellum. I have a white panel. I have my card base, which is fresh freesia. I have a 2.5-inch circle punch that I'm going to use on my vellum. I'm going to do some embossing with my favorite embossing folder, the Crosshatch one. I have a pad, and you'll find out why as we go along with this. I have my embossing tool that we'll be using. And I'm going to try something different. I've tried to attach my vellum using the vellum tape runner that they have. I have also heard that you can put glue and use a sponge and sponge it on and attach it. So let's see how that works. My only concern with the glue is it's wet, so you can't use a whole lot. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a piece of scrap paper, and I've got my image here. Now I'm going to color my image with markers. I'm going to color the whole thing because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get in that circle punch. I may not be able to get much, but we'll find out. And then I'm going to color my stem and leaves with the shaded spruce. I went looking, and Soft Seafoam is in the same color collection. The only problem is it's very, very pale, and I don't think it would look right. So I'm going to stamp this. I'm going to wait a few seconds, and I'm going to come straight up. All right. Okay, let's see what that's going to look like. Oh, it's going to work. Okay, I have to dry this because the ink doesn't dry on this. So give me a minute to dry it. All right, I've tried this 3 times, and I decided to go with a heavier vellum. I want to see if the heavier vellum works. So we will see if this works. I'm having a feeling it will, because it won't. I can do some fairly heavy pressing, and it's not going to crack as easily. It'll still crack, but and I'm trying to stay within the aha, success finally. So the key here is get yourself some heavy vellum. Now I will tell you, I'll pull over what I'm using. Let me finish this up. Oh, much nicer. I am using some Inkjet translucent vellum. It's by Strathmore, and it's 30 pounds. So grab yourself some of that. All right, let's go to the next flower. Oh, I gotta be careful. It might be, I have a mat underneath of here, and it might be my mat because there's a lot of holes in it too. So that may be some of it. You do need a mat under it. Oh, I just put a hole there. Oh, those are good. All right, now I'm going to do the leaves. And it's the same basic process. So I'll speed this up so you don't have to sit and watch it all. Okay, that's good. I kept moving it because I would hit a spot where it would do really well, and then I'd hit a spot that it didn't do as well. It also gives you, I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of raises the image some. So let's see. Next step is I need a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to put this on the scrap paper because my punch does not, this vellum does not punch well by itself. All right, I've got to come over some. So I'm going to come this way. All right, let me trim a little off. Trial and error. All right, this should do it now. I'm going to do it that way. So I got a nice clean punch where I wouldn't. And I'll show you what I mean. Well, that one didn't do too bad. Some of it just messes the edges up. So I usually put a piece of scrap paper behind it, which works. All right, now let's try our, oops, let me bring that scrap paper back in. I'm going to put this here, and I want the back. So that's the back. I'm going to take my glue. This would be better on a flat surface. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I was going to put it on the top of that, but I think I'm going to put it on here, and I can throw this away. So put out a glob. Take your sponge, and it's not enough. You need a pretty big glob. I think my glue is getting hard in there. And I'm just going to tap it all over. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to put it on here. And I'm going to put a big heavy block on it to keep it flat. Oh, isn't that pretty? This I'm going to throw in here and close it up because I can use it again. Close up my glue. And while that is drying, I'm just going to set it over there. I'm going to get the rest of my card and put it together. So the first thing I have to do is I need to take my panel and I'm going to emboss it. So let me do that. Okay, got that. Now I'm going to take my double-sided tape and put it on the back and get my card put together. There's always a way to figure it out. So, and I haven't given up on that other piece yet. I may do something else with it and see what happens. So you may get a bonus card at the end of this one. All right. Here's my card base. Now, my pokey tool, burnish my ends. I burnish both ends because I never know which end I'm going to use. And if one doesn't work, I can go to the other. Okay. All right, let me put this down here, like so. And I did use fresh freesia. I kept it because I like Blackberry Bliss fresh freesia. And then that, okay, it's there. The shaded spruce looks really nice with it. All right, not bad. It may dry better, we'll see, but you can still see it in spots. People have suggested all kinds of things. I've tried glue dots, I've tried the vellum tape runner, I just tried the glue. I don't know, but I love vellum, so I will keep using it and just play with it. All right, I'm gonna put this on with dimensionals, and let's see. And I didn't pull over any gems or ribbon. I have to look and see if I have any. I don't know what I have that's current, to be honest with you, ribbon-wise. I just use what I have because I like it. Okay. It's got a couple of spots on it. I don't know if that was on my work surface or not. You can kind of see the white. Somewhat. It does show up some. Let me see, where are all the pieces that I had that didn't work? Oh, I don't see it. Let me look for some gems or ribbon. Okay. I found this white twine. I may see if I can do a double loop bow. All right, now. Oops, wrong thing. Wrong thing. I don't know why I'm doing this. I have a bow maker. I'm sitting here with my fingers and I have a bow maker. Now, I just have to see if I remember how to do this. You know, I've got enough. I don't want to waste it. Let me wrap it around another time. I'll have a tiny bow. There's that. Take it off. I could have gone bigger, but that's okay. Separate the loops out. Like so. Pull the pieces down, and I need a glue dot, which is here. All right, let me take that, and I'm going to put that right there. I can spread out my loops. All right. Put that away, cut my ends. All right, I got a nice bow. I looked and I didn't have either of the Fresh Freesia or the Blackberry Bliss. So there's that. These are the rainbow adhesive back dots, and they do have Fresh Freesia in there. So I'm going to add some Fresh Freesia dots. And let me find my take your pick tool. All right, so here's one. Well, here's two. I'm just going to use my finger because I'm having better success with it. And three. There we go. Sometimes the take your pick tool doesn't work for me. All right. And I use the same stamp to do the inside in the envelope. This is first generation, that's second generation. I did take that other piece and I tried it. I was able to get it somewhat done, but I used the glue to stick it down. Nope, did not work. I tried taking it off, it stuck down. I thought maybe it wasn't dry. So that's not working either. Well, I hope you learned a few things today. I appreciate your watching till the end. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. The link is below. Don't miss all my ideas. While you're at it, subscribe to my newsletter. I send out a tutorial every week. Have a fantastic Friday. Bye.